Hey folks, this is JW, also known as Ronin785. I want to talk about talks around the campfire. So, this is a really important thing that I really believe that makes being a part of AmCon special. It really makes what we do more productive. It really develops relationships and it allows us to learn and put on, our learning hats instead of being know-it-alls. Man, everybody, I've experienced this. I think we all have. It seems like everybody's an expert, or at least they think they are. Everybody is into what they're into. But to truly learn, to truly get good, it's so much better to be around people that are better than you, more knowledgeable than you, more experienced than you. And the theme of this video for Thanksgiving 2024 is talks around the campfire, because this is the time where we have the opportunity to get together to really just get to know each other, kind of just feel each other out. And I don't mean that weird, but I'm just talking about, you just get those gut feelings about people when you're around them for a couple nights and a couple days when you're camping and stuff. And you're at events and you're doing things, you're training together, you're just hanging out. The talks around the campfire are truly the special times that if you're not meeting up with other fellow AmCon members, if you're not, attending events, you're not participating, you're truly missing out. This is how the tribe is built. Talks around the campfire. This is how we truly become the rope, the stranded cable that can lift tons. Because the more of us that work together, the more of us that unite, the more of us that help each other, the stronger and stronger we get. And I will say this for the rest of my life, that if you're out there by yourself, if you are the lone wolf and you feel like you don't need anybody else, you're deceiving yourself. And you're limiting yourself on resources, on information, on people that are willing to help you. Without fellow members, we're just another internet group with a bunch of talking heads, a bunch of people with a bunch of opinions. So, we went on a camp out. We did the Kansas 2024 fall camp out a couple weekends ago out here in Kansas. And I am the Kansas area coordinator, and our South regional coordinator came out with his wife, and we had some fellow AmCon members as well as a couple of non-AmCon members who were visitors who are interested and are probably in the process of, joining AmCon. We got together and did a two-day, two-night camp out. And folks, let me tell you, I learned so much. Number one, I learned how unprepared and unorganized I am when it comes to camping. I mean, my car was full, and you'd open a door and stuff would fall out. And it just made me realize how ill prepared and unprepared I was for camping. Well, how much more would I be ill prepared and unprepared for inconvenient camping, like Dave Canterbury would say, or a bad situation where I've got to go stay somewhere away from home outside and how unprepared I would be. It's real easy to fool yourselves and deceive yourself and say, I've got this, I've got this. I watched some YouTube and now I understand what I need to do and blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, if you're not practicing, you're not prepared, period. But that's another subject. So let's talk about talks around the campfire. There was a special there's just something special about when you get around that campfire and you start talking about things, you share your past with each other, you get to know each other, you get to share ideas and information, you build relationships and friendships. And folks, the true glue, the true value of American contingency is building that tribe. It's building that relationships, building those relationships amongst each other that truly, truly make the difference or could make the difference between survival or not surviving in a bad situation. So I want to just share with you the importance of building that tribe and getting to those campfires. Getting in a circle around the campfire and just getting to know each other and share information, help each other. I learned so much about myself and how unprepared I was for the camp out, but I also learned some of the awesome things that the other people that attended were doing. And I got some new ideas and things that I'm changing about how I prepare, but also not just being prepared, but how you survive outdoors. How I put up my tent and I had my cooler with, thises and that's and all that, but, you know, sharing that information, helping each other grow, talking about ideas and stories and things like that really, really stood out to me. So I don't want to ramble about this, but folks, get around that campfire with fellow AmCon members, and I promise you that you will come away inspired, you will come away with new ideas, with new skills. Hopefully, you're training when you get together. Again, if you're not training, you're not prepared. You can buy all the stuff you want, but if you're not training with that stuff, you're not prepared. You just have products laying around, stacked up and piled up, kind of like I do in my office here. You got to train, you got to practice, you got to get familiar with your gear. And you need to talk to each other. You need to share information. Folks, if you're out there by yourself and you're just a member, but you're not more like a member at large, but you're not connected with anybody, you're limiting yourself. So why not join the tribe? Why not get involved? Joining AmCom was just the first step. Get vetted if you're not vetted. And then start getting together and meeting up with fellow AmCon members. And I promise you, you're going to learn some things. You're going to build new friendships and relationships that can be lifelong lasting. And you plug into a network of friends and people who are willing to help each other. Because if you're out there by yourself and you're not responding, you're not participating, you're pretty much on your own. So, folks, get around that campfire. Don't miss the events. I missed the South Region camp out this year, and I regret that. I'm not missing next year's. I can promise you that. I'm not missing next year's. But, folks, every region, every area, you should be getting together. You should be sharing information. You should be meeting up, doing some training, drinking coffee together, go on campouts together, go fishing, whatever you want to do. Go overlanding. That's a new term for me. I'm new to this whole overlanding concept. We always called it car camping, but And I've done a ton of car camping in a minivan and stuff like that. So, but you're going to learn new things, and you're going to see the lifestyles of your fellow members. You're going to see these how they do things and how they put things together and how they come prepared or not prepared. You're going to see, and you're going to quickly pick up on who's got their. I don't even know if I should say this. You're going to find out who's got their shit together and who doesn't. Okay, and it's an eye opener. It's humbling when you realize, man, I got all this stuff, but I'm not really as prepared as I would like to think I am. So, folks, if you want to be part of the tribe, you got to meet up. You got to talk to each other. You've got to share information. You got to get around the campfire. That is where we truly build the tribe. That's where we truly build that network. Yes, I understand. We all have busy lives. We all have jobs. We all have responsibilities and families and things that we need to do that are important. And I'm not saying that going on a camp out should be the most important thing of your life. But folks, we all joined AmCon for a reason. And I would like to think it's because we want to better ourselves and to be plugged into a network of like-minded people who are willing to help each other. But if you're not participating, if you're not meeting up, you're not even communicating or responding to any of our attempts to as fellow members to communicate with you, you're on your own. You really are. You're on your own. If you really want to take advantage of the benefits of being a part of this organization, you gotta communicate. You gotta participate. I mean, there's no sense in joining an organization like AmCon and then ghosting everybody. There's no sense in being a part of this if you're not going to do anything. You're just wasting your money. And I'm not trying to get people to quit. I'm not, I don't need that nasty email. We lost money because of your video. But the point is that it's not going to do you any good to be a member of something if you're not going to participate in the activities that we have. And if you don't like the activities, then suggest things that you like to do. We could get together for coffee. We can get together for a meal. There's some regions and some places and some people that I know where they have their members come to their house, I don't know, maybe once a month for breakfast. Like on a Sunday morning or, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday morning. They get together because they're building camaraderie. They're building the tribe. They're having those around the campfire conversations. Sometimes it may be at a table with coffee. Go Chiefs. Sometimes, it could be, you could go to Starbucks. I'm not a Starbucks fan, but folks, there's a lot of opportunities that we have where we can meet together, share ideas, help each other, build that tribe, and build that unity that's so important. And in doing so, you've plugged in. And now you have far more resources than you would otherwise have if you're just on your own. So this is JW, Ronin 785. Happy Thanksgiving 2024, everybody. And be safe. Be aware. I know for Kansas, we set up the new AmCon Kansas Alerts channel. Please, on Zello, please make sure that you're participating, that you're volunteering. We need more workers, folks. We have far more consumers than we have workers right now, and I think I can say that across the board in all the regions. There's far more consumers than there are workers. So, folks, we need help. We need help. We need you to get involved. We need you to participate. and not just be a consumer, but get out there and say, hey, I can do this. It may not be much, but I'm willing to help out in this way. Well, that's important. We need that. You know, two or three people can't do all the work for everybody. So we need you. We need you to help out. We need you to get involved. We'll see you soon.